I'm very excited to be working with them and spotlighting their newest facial moisturizer. So before we get into the makeup, you'll get to see some skincare and that new moisturizer in action, so we'll just get right into it. So I'm starting off with skin prep. I used the Tatcha Matcha Cleanser. This is new, I really like that. This is the Is Clinical Copper Firming Mist. Clearance Double Serum. I've truly been using this for years. And this is the new Medigate Moisturizer, the Total Moisture Daily Facial Cream. So basically, if your makeup is going on flaky and patchy, it's most likely not your makeup, it's your skin prep. So the right skin prep is really crucial to long-lasting makeup, especially in the summertime. This is Medigate's newest moisturizer, and it's my new favorite addition to my skin prep routine. It's perfect for all skin types and hydrates your skin all day long. It supports every aspect of your skin's need for moisture, barrier support, and microbiome balance. This is also approved by the National Eczema Association. It also layers really nicely underneath other skincare and makeup products. It doesn't pill or like cling to those patches, so it just fits perfectly into daytime and nighttime routines. Okay, and then for my SPF today, I'm going to do Summer Fridays Shade Drops. This is such a good mineral sunscreen. First thing I'm going to do is take a setting spray, and I'm going to apply this all over the face. I'm using the one from Milani. I also really like the one from Revolution, but I do feel like the Milani one is a little bit better. The Milani one does form a seal, I feel like, so it's a really great first layer to really getting your makeup to actually stay in place. And I'm going to take a little bit of e.l.f.'s Power Grip Primer. This I want to focus in the center of my face or anywhere you're prone to getting oily. I'm going in with just a touch of illuminator. I'm using Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This one's in shade number 4. But in terms of this making your makeup actually last longer, it doesn't really serve a purpose. Definitely highlighting that the illuminator is not going to really serve a purpose in this longevity routine other than I like the way it looks. This foundation shocked me. I'm very obsessed with it. I think it has really great longevity, and it's kind of nice because you don't need to focus so much on prep. It's the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation, so you won't actually have to focus, and this is in 30 medium warm. I will say I don't think this is an exact shade match for me. I like to use a little bit of bronzer to get it to kind of deepen up. It's just like a little bit too light, a little bit too yellow, but I make it work with bronzer, and it has really great wear time, like incredible wear time. Choosing like a satin finish foundation, it's going to last so much longer for you than if you were to use like a dewy or illuminating foundation. And because of that satin set down, it just gives you a lot more wear time. It does dry down kind of quick though, so I would suggest working in sections. A hair too light, but we'll even it out. Set your foundation again with another layer of setting mist because you want to lock it in place. Satin finish concealers are also definitely your best bet. They're going to be the longest lasting. Today I'm using the one from Gucci. This is the Multi-Wear Longwear Concealer. I wear the shade 32W. And I'm just blending this out with the Hourglass concealer brush. As far as blush and bronzer goes, honestly, your best bet is going to be layering cream bronzer and cream blush underneath your powder blush and powder bronzer. So I'll start with my cream bronzer, just using this to map out exactly where I want bronzing going. This is the Too Faced Melting Bronzer. I am truly obsessed. I've been a really big fan of this for the past at least like 3 months or so. Okay, and then I'm just blending this into the skin. I'm using the brush from Say Beauty. And then I'm going to do a little bit of cream blush. This is Lawless Pinch My Cheeks Soft Blur Cream Blush. And this one is in the shade Rosebud. I'm just using that same Say brush, and I'm just going to lightly bounce this right onto the apples of the cheeks. If you want the blush to stand out a little bit more, do blush before bronzer and then bronzer after blush. I don't like a super pinky cheek, so I just prefer to do bronzer and then blush. And then I'm going to quickly pop on just a tiny bit of powder blush. This is S114. It's an artist face color from Makeup Forever. I'm going to use this to set the blush first. But honestly, by putting a cream underneath the powder, you're going to bump up your wear time so much more. And then I'm just using the Armani Luminous Silk face powder to set all that bronzer down. Okay, and you guessed it, we're gonna set this again. layering the setting spray is key. And then for setting powder, I'm going to use the CoverGirl Clean Fresh one today. This is in 180 Tan. And I'm just going to lightly tap this right into the center of the face. Kind of use this as like a blurring and finishing powder. This next step is optional, so don't take this as like mandatory, but I do think it really helps with the makeup's longevity. I like to use the CoverGirl one as like the finishing powder, get everything nice and blended, kind of blur the pores. But then I like to take a like heavy duty translucent powder. So this is the Givenchy Prism Libre. I love the little powder puff on this, and I just find that this makes my makeup last even longer when I kind of pack this on. I'm not necessarily baking with it, but really filling my powder puff up with it and pressing and rolling this onto the skin. It's okay if there's a little bit extra because we will go in and knock off the excess. But I just want to make sure that I set this down so that it's a lot less likely to moving around throughout the day. I also think that this just kind of gives that final blurring effect on the skin. And then I'll just knock off the excess powder. I hope this was helpful. I'll have all of the products listed and linked in the description box down below, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this one. Bye guys.